From pickaxes that give you extended range and extra damage, to others that silence your footsteps and increase your movement speed, this is the history of pay-to-win pickaxes in Fortnite. Starting off with the Starwand, possibly one of the most popular pickaxes ever, like even you yourself watching should have this in your inventory. This one's dealt 56 extra damage per swing, meaning it could eliminate a player in just 2 hits. So if you landed off spawn and you tried to battle a player with a Starwand pickaxe at that period in time, let's say you had a default pickaxe, there is no way you were winning that battle because the standard pickaxe and every other pickaxe in the game only dealt 20 damage per swing, meaning it would take a total of 5 hits to actually eliminate a player, whereas the Starwand did that in just 2 hits. So you can just imagine how much the Starwand pickaxe dominated off-spawn fights, like it was winning them every single time without fail. That is until Fortnite finally found out about this bug/glitch, which once they did, they immediately disabled it, and then soon after that patched it so it was working as it should normally. It returned to being just a normal pickaxe with 20 damage per swing, taking only 5 hits to eliminate a player. But what's interesting about the Starwand is that wasn't the only bug or glitch it actually had. It had another one, which was extra long swing range. This allowed you to be able to damage structures and even players from a really long distance away. Like even if you went up against any player in a pickaxe battle, even though you had the exact same damage as them, you didn't have the range that this Starwand had, and it literally made it so overpowered for again a short period of time, until Fortnite eventually found out about it and patched it yet again. What didn't get so quickly patched though was the Codeaxe pickaxe, which did surprise me at the time because this pickaxe had a crazy advantage where you'd actually get more speed while swinging the pickaxe than any other pickaxe would in the game. On top of that, to make things worse, you would also get another advantage of having extra swing range like the Starwand pickaxe did as well. So you really can imagine how overpowered the Codeaxe was. If you combine extra movement speed while swinging plus extra swing range, I think it's fair to say that you weren't winning a pickaxe battle versus the Codeaxe. Like there's no way you're winning a battle versus that's for sure. A pickaxe that you may win versus though is the Orbital Abductor, which is a pickaxe that many of you may not have heard of. It looks like this on screen. It's got a very unique design and animation going on with it, but the reason for why I say that you may win versus this pickaxe is because this pickaxe didn't give you any of the OP advantages such as the extra damage, the extra range, or anything like that. What it did do is it showcased where enemies were around you, like in your vicinity. Even if they weren't in your line of sight and were literally right behind you, you would know that they were there, because if you took a look at your pickaxe, you will notice some signals popping off, and what those signals indicated is any enemy in the vicinity, even if again they were crouch walking, where it wouldn't show up on settings like visual audio or anything like that. How it would work is the yellow lines surrounding the pickaxe would get more and more aggressively animated in response to enemies being closer and closer in the vicinity. So the closer an enemy got to your position or near your position, the more aggressively those lines would show on the animation. So literally if you had some enemy sneaking up on you, like trying to get a stealth kill on you, like right behind you, you would know that they're there if you literally took one glance to your pickaxe. So a lot of people at that period of time when this pickaxe was out and when it was overpowered, would literally just run around with this pickaxe and would be able to identify where enemies were around them. Even if we're inside a house where you couldn't hear the footsteps where they're crouching, this thing would just pop off with its signals and you would be able to identify exactly where their position was. What wouldn't give your position away though is the Riot control Baton from the Star Wars set. Shortly after it was released in December 13th, 2019, pros learned secretly that this thing actually silenced your footsteps while it was being held. That's right, the pros in this case were the first ones to find out about this like glitch/exploit with the pickaxe, and they took full advantage of it, even going as far to use it in cash cups where you could play Fortnite for money. They were taking advantage of this glitch pickaxe. It was literally in the item shop for I think about 1,500 V-Bucks, so all of them bought it. They then went into the pro games and they started abusing it, and here's what an average kill with that pickaxe would look like. As you see in there, when you held this pickaxe and you snuck up onto an enemy, they had no idea what was coming. It's said to believe as well that the reason that this glitch was even in the game is because it was the first ever one-handed pickaxe to be added to Fortnite. It was literally the first to have that animation of when you'd run with the pickaxe to hold it in one hand, and that's what caused this sort of glitch with the footsteps being completely silent, resulting in a very pay-to-win advantage. Another very overpowered and very sneaky pickaxe was the Psi-Blade, another one-handed harvesting tool cool. I think this was actually the second pickaxe ever to have that unique swinging animation, aside from the first one, which was again the Riot controlled Baton. But back to the Psi-Blade, this was added early 2020 and it cost around 1,500 V-Bucks when it first released in the item shop under the Marvel series set. This pickaxe also silenced your footsteps to a degree, but it didn't do it as far as the Riot control Baton did. Obviously that silenced them when you were running, so it was way more overpowered, but what the Psi-Blade did is it only silenced your footsteps while you were crouched. So say if you wanted full on silent footsteps, like no audio whatsoever, you'd have to run around crouched to get complete silence. This also was obviously abused by pro players and it ended up resulting in some pretty entertaining eliminations.
He's exploiting. Phase Fidex is exploiting on me. He's using the pickaxe exploit. Are you trolling? That's cheating.
As you heard right there, Mongrel wasn't best pleased about how overpowered the Psi-Blade once was. And I don't think he'd be best pleased if he matched up against another pickaxe called the Bash Burner, a pickaxe that costed around 1,500 V-Bucks in the item shop that was first released in Chapter 2, Season 4 of Fortnite, part of the Carving Crew set. This pickaxe had an increased swing speed because the second swing on the pickaxe was actually a lot faster than the first and third swing, allowing you to do basic things such as breaking down walls or trees, or practically anything like even hitting enemies, to be done faster than any other pickaxe in the game at the time, because again that second swing was a lot faster than the first and third, meaning the entire swing process of actually swinging the pickaxe just got massively sped up, giving you a huge advantage over every other pickaxe in the game at the time. And this was the same with another pickaxe called the BB Beast Bat. This was part of the DC series set, but this only costed 800 V-Bucks, so essentially half the price with the same advantages but more. As what this pickaxe did is it obviously gave you faster swing speed, but on top of that you could also strike at longer distance, so it literally gave you extra range on top of that. So if you combine both of these advantages right here, you can imagine how overpowered and how popular this pickaxe was at the time. It costed only 800 V-Bucks and it allowed you to get extra swing range and faster swing speed, so you can obviously take advantage of getting faster swing speed and having extra range as well. It was completely overpowered, and shortly after Fortnite obviously found out about it, they then disabled the pickaxe, and then shortly after that patched it so it was working as it should again. And moving on from all of these pay-to-win pickaxes, there's a few other pickaxes I thought I'd still mention in this video or this list as honorable mentions, as they actually feel pay-to-win, but technically, like if you look at the stats, the swing speeds, the damage, all that aren't actually pay-to-win, but they do feel it in some different ways, which I'll go into right now. So first off, we've got the Leviathan axe, and this pickaxe obviously does look very unique. It's a one-handed pickaxe, it looks really cool, but with this, the animations in itself make it feel like it swings faster when you harvest trees, when you attack enemies. It just feels a lot faster because of its unique animation, where you sort of swing with one hand and then you pass it over to the other hand, vice versa. It just feels really, really good. Another pickaxe is the Catwoman's Claw. This pickaxe has a very unique animation because when you pull out the pickaxe, it feels like there's literally no delay because of that animation, and it makes for editing, just like pulling out your pickaxe in general, feel a lot quicker than any other pickaxe in Fortnite, and that's why the Catwoman Claw feels like it literally gives no input delay. It's crazy. And then another great one that I like is LeBlanc's Bow. This has a very unique animation, and again it feels really, really fast and feels like it gives you zero input delay. I'm not joking, guys. If you've got this pickaxe in your inventory, have a play around with the animations. It looks really cool, it feels really cool, and the actual thinness of it also feels like it's got a pay-to-win advantage in a sense. It's one of the thinnest like pickaxes in the game, and I just feel that that gives an advantage in itself, but again it's technically not pay-to-win. But that's the pickaxes right there, guys. That's the honorable mentions. If you know of any pay-to-win pickaxes or pickaxes that feel pay-to-win, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to take a look and read all of them. But that's all I've got for now, guys. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, and use Codelife in the Fortnite item shop if you pick up any pay-to-win pickaxes in the future. I'd appreciate that a ton. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.